Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are feeling good. My fam, my awesome friends, my lovely people that join my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and drop a comment saying hello or hi or Voyia, you're weird. This is Methods. This is chapter 6. If you are new here and you just seeing this video, that means that you're on the wrong video, honey. You gotta go way back. And I'm tired and achy and kind of irritable, I guess you could say, but not because anybody did anything to me, not because, you know, life, I guess. It's just because I'm hurting. Physical therapy is kicking my butt, you guys. So anyways, we left off on chapter 6. Last chapter we met the game masters, which is not more, it's more than one, so now I have to make up a whole bunch of voices. The mysterious competition for detectives is about to start its third round. But what's going on where the top ranking detectives are? The 4th floor. Hi, my name is Nell, and it's my first day. Oh Jesus, this guy looked crazy. I shook hands with the weirdo in front of me. I'm sad that she called him a weirdo, but yeah, okay, he looked kind of weird. I shook hands with the weirdo in front of me, who was now apparently my partner. I wasn't lying. It really was my first day, both as a detective. What? Girl, oh, good for you. And in the competition. And so far, I'd been doing ridiculously well. It was probably just luck, since I've been paired with Detective Sally for round 2, whose method matched perfectly with mine. What's your name? Don't have one. But I'm 772. Do you guys hear his music? Okay. Alright. Okay. Let me stop now. What? Is that your code number? No. It's the number of cases I've solved in my lifetime. Wow. Oh, Jesus. It's not as impressive as you realize I'm counting the times I figured out where I lost my keys. I call that one the Adventures of the Missing Keys. This was a detective in 3rd place out of 100 different detectives. Was this really Detective 772 or an imposter? Could he really be this embarrassing? Oh, Jesus. As I was thinking, 772 started to pretend to play the saxophone. You're not very popular, are you? It's like an Oreo. Sometimes the frosting of resentment gets in the way of the cookie of fame. Seems like the frosting of sense was blocked by the cookie of nonsense to me. Suddenly, a delightful jingle was heard. Remember, the redhead ran, God, what's her name? Oh God, it's gonna kill me. I think her name was Mel, I think it was, ran the 4th floor. The 4th floor occupants. It's almost time for the 3rd mystery. Oh good, this is cool. 772's eyes twitch, probably in delight anticipation for what the next mystery would bring. Jesus. This competition doesn't taste very good to me. There's no suspense. How so? It's like an Oreo. What was up with his stupid simile, and why did he keep using it? The frosting of tension is blocked by the cookie of cliche. What? Why? I don't know why I bother to ask. Only God knows why this guy got to 3rd place. So it seems like we're going to be playing different people besides Detective Hackett, which I'm okay with because I'm enjoying the characters. They're very interesting and weird, and I love it. So I don't mind playing it. If you guys like Nell, go ahead, leave a like, tell me how much you like Nell, whatever. But personally, I like 772 a little more because he's weird. I practically figured out all the mysteries they could throw my way. Oh, Jesus. You guys, look. He's so cute. As he said this, he hopped from foot to foot while simultaneously doing the wave. As he did this, I wondered, could I be in the presence of a true genius? The first mystery lock door gimmick was a trick that could close the door lock from the outside. The second murder was committed through the window so that the killer didn't need to enter the room at all. And so what? Since they didn't repeat the same lock room trick twice, my guess is that the next 3 mysteries will use completely different lock room tricks each time. There are many such tricks. Keep in mind Todd, Pod, and Mod. What? Time of death, place of death, and method of death. Oh my God, this guy is crazy. I like to shorten it down to the TMP rule. That's cute, but what if you don't know any information about the Todd and Mod and whatever? Well, that isn't totally useless. Oh God, look at him. He's so awesome. He started doing the hopping dance again. It was a good thing nobody was looking at us. I was saved by the joyful melody playing from the intercom. Jesus, thank God. Time's up. The rooms are already ready for you. Janitor and Captain, room 0011. Flake and Day, room 0010. Sorry, looked at my phone. 772 and Nell, room 0003. I'm excited. Emotions are illusions. Life is a crime. Then go ahead and lock me up, I guess. He didn't respond. I was still learning how to deal with 772's nonsense. What was the right approach for dealing with these eccentric types? Jesus. He is a handful. It seems to be a big trait with detectives. So I had to figure it out soon. I didn't want to rain on his parade, but he wasn't giving me many options. Sorry. This seems like a cool mystery. Oh my God. Detective 772 immediately did a handstand. Yeah, that's great. Sometimes to see a crime scene a different way, you need to see it a different way. Sure. The chime sound. Detective Nell and Detective 772. Welcome to the 3rd round of stage 1. The mystery you'll be solving this time is called the invisible weapon. Please take a look at the, I'll try not to clear my throat. Please take a look at the case file to understand the context of the crime. Case file. Stage 1, round 3, the invisible man. Mr. Stash is the victim. Mr. Fired. Jesus. Businessman Mr. Stash found dead in his office at 3 p.m., an hour after firing the reportedly famous Mr. Fired. The door was locked and could not be opened from the outside when the crime was discovered. Special bonus. What is the invisible weapon? He looks different from our last victim, but I can't say. Jesus Christ, this man's still doing a handstand. Sometimes I wonder what would happen if I entered the wrong room on purpose. We would kill you. Ha 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 ha. Ho 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 ho. I guess they had built up some sort. Oh Jesus, I'm sorry. I'm laughing at everything. Okay, so I guess they have strict rules about you leaving and going into different rooms, which is a good thing, so nobody can come into somebody else's room. But still, it's kind of weird how everything is going. I hope you're serious. I can't wait for my own death. I've already ordered the party favors. What? Okay, alright. One of them is a bobblehead of Bob L. Head. My neurologist, Jesus. Okay, cut it out. Stop with your stupid random dancing and your weird games and headstands. I tried to be nice, but you know what? You need to concentrate on the mystery. I thought I had more patience than I did. His non-stop wacky antics had already exhausted me past my tolerance threshold. And it had only been a few minutes since I've met him. When you meet a person like this, I know everybody's met a person like this. Oh, fine. Serious time. Great. When you meet a person like this, they can exhaust you to the point where you snap. It's just you gotta have a lot of resistance towards the stuff that they do. You can dance all you want after we solved it. Serious time, then dance time. Murder isn't all serious, you know. There's plenty of fun to be had. Oh boy. Can we start now? I've already started. Maybe you should get on that. I will. I can do this. Oh, Jesus. I wasn't making it very public, but I had a neutral ability to have... Okay, yeah, so... Help me great deal. That had helped me a great deal in the contest. Even though I'm nearsighted within close range of the objects I can see... It's okay. So she's just basically talking about, her abilities and how she works. Okay, that's cool. That's okay. I'm really not in a reading mood today, but I'm gonna do this for you guys because I love you guys. Even more detailed than a magnifying glass, this ability helps me distinguish between very similar substances like sugar and salt. But I can even see fingerprints and other prints left by skin oils. But these are like just dummy dolls, so you're not gonna find any fingerprints. If you do, that'd be weird. Then at the crime scene, there was an obvious candidate for the kind of close examination. Okay, thank you. So I can find it. The office definitely belongs to Mr. Stash. Glad that was cleared. Okay, so there's nothing there? Okay, so all we had was... Okay, that was weird. That was super weird. I wonder if this was a good use for my method. But it seems to be just a simple blood stain, nothing more. Oh boy. This one's gonna be hard. I'm getting like little and little. This seems like a good use for my method. Time to get to work. Okay. Click on the part. Okay. Of course it has a few fingerprints, but nothing really out of the ordinary. Alright, nothing there. This was something. I could see... Wait, what? I can see the coffee interacting with the foreign liquid. Okay. The way they collided. Cyanide? A classic. Death wouldn't. Oh, okay. So she could see that there was something there. Death wouldn't have been within minutes. Okay. See the victims. Look at him, Mr. Stash. What was up with these names? I mean, I guess I gotta hide the name of the actual victim, but still. Was the fact that he was blue have any significance? Doesn't say so. I finished examining all the evidence. The solution seemed pretty straightforward to me. Detective 772 was busy goofing off. I think that's just his method, honey, of just like, figuring stuff out. I ran around the room twice, knocking into the walls and genuinely being... Okay, so... I kind of want to hear what he found out, too. I get it, she pays close attention. She may have found that there was cyanide put in his coffee or whatever, but I want to get a feel for what Detective 772 is doing, because he wouldn't be in third place for nothing. So, oh, the running, that was so accelerated pacing. Sorry, you guys had to burp. His eyes gazed over. Who needed him anyway? He was about as helpful as a pop-up ad and twice as annoying. So this mystery seems pretty cut and dry. I examined the coffee cup and discovered traces of poison. Let's test that. He grabbed the coffee mug off the desk and sipped it, then spat out the coffee immediately. Yep, poisoned. Why? Just why? Please continue. It was very interesting. Okay. I tried to remember the $1 million I would be receiving to cheer myself up. It helped a little. Okay. So, that's all there is to it, right? Mr. Fires seems to be the only possible suspect, so we can assume she poisoned. Okay, Mrs. I keep saying Mr. Mrs. We can assume that she poisoned the coffee. He locked the door to his office, sipped his coffee, coughed up some blood, and died. Simple. What about the bonus? What about the invisible weapon? Poison, obviously. He couldn't see it, could he? 772 gives me a lifeless look. What? That's an extremely boring solution. Sometimes the solution is boring. No. What? A mystery is always interesting. Always. But what about when it isn't? Sometimes someone shoots someone else. That's it. Sometimes someone poisons someone else. That's it. Just because a mystery doesn't entertain you, that's the reason to... Ouch. My eye. I hit myself in the eye. I trailed off because 772 didn't appear to be listening. No. You completely misunderstood me. Ah. It's because you linked the ideas of those two sentences. What are you muttering about? What I meant is, mysteries are interesting, genuinely speaking. What I meant is, the solution is a specific mystery is boring and wrong. What? He jumped up on a desk. Oh my goodness. Look at how he's standing over us right now. What the heck? When I'm at the higher altitude, my brain operates at higher level. Yeah, right. Your solution is wrong. I'm proving my point right now. How? What did you notice Sorry guys, let me reread that. What did you notice about when I jumped up? how tall 772 is, how big the desk is, the wooden thud. There was a wooden thud. I mean, there was like a shuffle. That loud thud when you jumped up. Honestly, I hadn't noticed much that was unusual about it. Yes. So I was right. Using my keen observational skills, I heard something strange when I jumped up. He stomped hard on the desk. To my horror. Who is that? Oh my goodness. Oh my God. This changes everything. Whoa. Everything? I am still a human. Oh, shut up. 772 didn't seem to care about the entire solution to the mystery had been completely demolished. That is exactly right, because that means that someone was hiding under the desk. Even though he's blue, that means I don't even know what it means anymore. I guess I should have been thankful that he hadn't let me submit the false deduction. What could this mean? Oh boy. Mrs. fired. So was she still the murderer? Or just another victim? Or both? I was confused. Oh man. A gun. Did she shoot it? What the heck happened here? This is crazy, you guys. This is like super duper crazy and very interesting. I'm so eager to figure out what really happened. I'd finished examining the evidence that 772 had uncovered. I had everything in the case to the case file. I added everything to the case file. Sorry, I'm so excited. I'm messing up already. I'm all ready. So whenever you want, Nell. What? Sure. Why wait for me? I know everything in this context is based on time. But honestly, who cares? If nobody gets the time to appreciate the mystery, what does it matter if you came in third, second, or even first? Don't worry. I've appreciated the mystery, and I'm ready. I was trying not to burp. Still hadn't figured it out yet. I had turned to the corner of the wall. If I stared hard enough at the corner, I could just barely see a hidden speaker. Here's my deduction. Well, we'll do a phone call and response thing, okay, Nell? What? After being fired, Mrs. fired. He pointed at me like I knew the answer. Think, Nell, think. Poisoned the coffee, shot Mr. Stash, switched the nameplates. Why is that there? Poisoned the coffee? Poisoned Mr. Stash coffee. She left and waited for him to die. But when she came back, he was still alive. And she realized she tried to poison him. And he'd realized she tried to poison him. Huh. I guess that makes sense. He was doing a lot of the work for me. I had to step up my game. What happened after Mr. Stash realized his coffee had been poisoned? Well, there's no reason for me to pick the first one. He poisoned her coffee, so we're gonna go with he shot Mrs. Fired. He shot Mrs. Fired. As I said it, I realized what must come next. He locked the door, stuffed her in the desk with the gun, and then he died. I'm gonna say if it's something up there. one more thing. Submit or one more thing. It's like laggy today. I don't know what's up with this today. Why are you so laggy today? Even though 772 was already dancing, I knew there was still something missing. What was it? Oh yeah, the invisible weapon was actually the gun. Ah. Submit. Your deduction was correct. You took only 3 minutes and 40 seconds. However, you are still in third place. Oh yeah. He threw the case file in the air. Stop that. Though my irritation at the antics, I couldn't help feeling happy that we solved the case, and in records time too. The door unlocked itself, which was a nice touch, and we both stepped out into the hall. He started to walk off, but I moved to block him. Wait. If I'm going to continue to be your partner, we have to get one thing straight. Cut out the silly gimmicks, please. I really, really want to win this contest. They take too much time. Just look how long it took us on the last mystery. Every second counts. Everything I do, no matter how silly, is filled with purpose. Wow. Do you have a purpose, Nell? Yeah, I guess it'd be to be the greatest detective and win $1 million. Why stop at $1 million? You could conquer the world, because it's the prize of the winning the contest. Nell, your purpose must extend beyond the contest. That's what makes it an all caps purpose and not a lowercase purpose. I didn't realize I would be trying to find the purpose of my life by signing up for this contest. Why not? Isn't life about figuring out what life's about? He's a silly person, but he's right. It's the ultimate mystery. Is that why you said life's a crime? Who committed the crime? What's the motive for the crime? Who's the victim of the crime? Who wrote that message on the mirror? What? We stood in silence for a solid minute. They lived happily ever after. The end. He bowed and walked away. The circus. That's what he reminded me of for some reason. He turned slowly and looked at me with an expression. Look at his face, you guys. He is so weird. And looked at me with an expression on his face that I'd never seen there before. Jesus. My parents were clowns. For some reason, I didn't laugh, even though the statement felt out of context. Suddenly, everything that he'd done so far made complete sense. I stood in the hallway puzzling over it for too long. When I got back to the writing room, he was nowhere to be seen. We made it to chapter 7, you guys. This is an awesome game. I'm so glad that I'm the red July and winter. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see all you lovely people in the next video. Don't forget to like, hit the notification bell, and subscribe. It really helps me out, and I truly appreciate it. Bye.